technology to engage students in the pursuit of the learning which they all have. A very good morning to respected principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, and my dear colleagues. Today we are all together and I just welcome you all to this virtual room to just share our learning and teaching together. I now hand over the virtual dice to Sujit sir.
Good morning, ma'am. We are starting with the session. Respected principal, ma'am, vice principal, ma'am, in charges, and all the teachers who have joined this important series of webinar organized by the secondary wing teachers. The topic for the webinar is integration of technology in teaching and learning process. The presenter for this webinar are Ms. Manju Gupta, Ms. Shweta Tulsian, and Mr. Sujit Kumar. Let's move forward. I request all of you to get ready for the prayer to take the blessing of the Almighty before we start this important session. Integration of technology in the classroom has become really very important. If we talk about the period of pandemic, when classes are taking place online, integration of technology is very eminent, and without it, teaching would not be possible. In this session, I am going to focus on certain important questions. Question like why we have to integrate technology. Question like how we can integrate the technology and when we have to integrate the technology. So these all important questions we will try to answer through this presentation so that teaching and learning can become much more relevant to the students. Also, we will try to discuss that how optimally we can utilize the existing resources, or we can say the technology which we are having at the present time period. Before I start in a formal manner with this presentation, to make this session more interactive, I first want to know from all the teachers who have joined this session that why this topic is important, which means why integration of technology in the teaching and learning process is really important. I expect teachers to raise their hand so that they can be asked one by one. Thank you.
Teachers, we request you to please tell the wise integration of technology very important. Yes, Smita ma'am, as enthusiastic always, please tell.
Very good morning, respected principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, Manju ma'am, and my two very dear department colleagues, Shweta and Sujit sir. I am very happy to be the part of this in-house webinar, and I'm very happy to be the first student to answer this question. Why we need to integrate technology? Earlier, I think this question was not important for us, but today we cannot survive without this question. If we need to make our classroom bubbly, interesting, then of course the young generation want us to have a pinch of technology. But yes, it should not be overdue, because the share of the teacher, the way the teacher teaches, is equally important. But now we know that it's being more than a year, we are being integrated with technology, and the teachers are also quite learned. Earlier we were not knowing so many ways, but here when we have the guidance of so many experienced and resourceful seniors with us, so they keep on guiding us that inculcate this, do this, it will have a good betterment on your creativity skills. So I totally agree that technology need to be integrated, and in various forms. And I want to tell one thing, that the students are really smart, so we need to be one step ahead with them. All the very best to Shweta and Sujit sir for this webinar once again.
Thank you, Smita
Thank
ma'am. Very well
you.
said.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So that is a wonderful answer which is given by Miss Smita. So let's just move forward.
Now, if we speak on integration of technology in the teaching and learning process, so yes, it is really very important in the present time period. Using the technology as a tool always help in enhancing the process of learning. So that is what the teacher always aspire, that learning should take place, and by using technology it will be enhanced. Furthermore, if we use technology, it will also help the student to create and demonstrate their talent, whatever is being taught by the teacher. They can demonstrate their ideas in a variety of ways. Various tools are there, various apps are there that can be used by students to make videos, to present themselves in the class, and that is what will be integrated learning taking place. Plus, using various applications also help the student to share their ideas, to share their thoughts, and peer learning can take place through that means. Not only this, students will be able to learn the content, and they will be able to understand it in a much more comprehensive manner if the technology is being used in an appropriate manner as a tool by the teacher. So all round gain will be there if we integrate technology in the teaching and learning process.
Now here you can see some tools which can be used by a teacher or even by the student in a regular classroom during online classes or the physical classes. Here you are seeing tools like podcast. Teacher can make his or her own podcast. Student can also do the same thing. They can make short movies, students or teacher, and that movies can be shown ultimately with some visual effects. There are so many apps now available online on the phones also, which the student can use, and that makes the class very interesting. Some songs can be also recorded, can be taken from YouTube or various other sites are there, and that also can be shown, which are linked to the topic. So these are various tools which can be used by both teacher and a student to make the class very interactive. Now, this is one of the example that this is the example of podcast, and here I will be showing you that how the podcast can be used in a regular classroom. So here I'm showing you one example. So just take a look to this one.
आप लोग इस पॉडकास्ट को ध्यान से सुन सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं, बच्चे क्लास के बाद भी इसे सुन सकते हैं। ये अलग-अलग प्लेटफॉर्म पे पब्लिश हो जाता है और हम इसके साथ बच्चों को भी इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं। लाइव इसके अंदर रिकॉर्डिंग हो जाती है बच्चों के साथ। आप एक साथ मिलके जैसे स्टोरी सुना रहे हैं, तो स्टोरी के साथ-साथ आप इसको ले सकते हैं। 2 कैरेक्टर टीचर बन जाए, 2 कैरेक्टर बच्चे बन जाए, तो वो एक अलग ही इम्पैक्ट आता है उसका। तो आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं।
So this is the podcast, and here are some of the recording which is done by our in charge.
एक
Hindi
रिकॉर्डिंग
teacher.
चला दीजिए सर, थोड़ा-सा क्लिप चला दीजिए ताकि ये लोग सुन लें।
Yes, ma'am.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, मैं मंजू गुप्ता इस परछाई चैनल में आज आपके लिए लेकर आई हूँ कहानी बड़े भाई साहब, जिसके लेखक हैं प्रेमचंद, जो कलम के सिपाही के नाम से जाने जाते हैं। तो सुनिए कहानी बड़े भाई साहब। मेरे भाई साहब मुझसे 5 साल बड़े, लेकिन केवल 3 दर्जे आगे। उन्होंने भी उसी उम्र में पढ़ना शुरू किया था जब मैंने शुरू किया, लेकिन तालीम जैसे महत्व के मामले में वे जल्दबाजी से काम लेना पसंद नहीं करते थे। इस भवन की बुनियाद खूब मजबूत डालना चाहते थे।
So you can see this is one of such app which the student can listen anytime, which means not just in the classroom, but whenever we feel that the student has to listen to this, we can send a reminder, or student as per their choice can see this thing. So this is the goodness of the podcast. So that is what we can use
ये
at
उन
any point
बच्चों
of
के लिए भी
time.
अच्छा है जो क्लास में बोलना नहीं चाहते, सामने आना नहीं चाहते, वो पीछे से बहुत अच्छा काम कर सकते हैं। तो इन बच्चों के लिए ये पॉडकास्ट बहुत अच्छा है। और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है कि आते जाते कभी भी रास्ते में हम इसे सुन सकते हैं। जैसा कि आज का सिनेरियो है, बच्चों के पास, हम लोगों के पास रीडिंग टाइम शायद नहीं है, तो अभी जैसे एक नई टेक्नोलॉजी के अकॉर्डिंग जितने भी हमारे नॉवेल्स हैं, अगर आप देखेंगे तो सभी वॉइस मैसेज के साथ हमारे पास आ रहे हैं, तो वॉइस नॉवल आ रहे हैं। इसी तरह से अगर आपने देखा हो, आजकल एक गीता भी आई हुई है जो कि वॉइस में है, आप उसके अंदर कोई भी लैंग्वेज में उस गीता को सुन सकते हैं, पढ़ सकते हैं। इसी तरह से पॉडकास्ट भी अपना काम करता है। जी सर, आगे चलिए।
So now, teacher, I just want to ask from you that what do you do to engage the students in a classroom? So you can raise your hand virtually so that we can see how you are engaging the students in a online class. So I
Teachers, we
request
request
all.
you to please share your experience. How do you engage students? Nupur ma'am, I would
टीचर्स
request you to please.
टीचर्स अगर रिस्पॉन्स नहीं करेंगे ना, तो हमें इसको दोबारा चलाना पड़ेगा।
Sure, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning,
दिस
Principal
इज अ
ma'am, Vice
लर्निंग
Principal
प्लेटफॉर्म।
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Nupur this side. Ma'am, I personally feel if I need to engage the students, I like since you know that my subject is English, and I mean it's a language, and students usually hesitate in coming up front and sharing whatever problems, and sometimes there are some things that they feel uncomfortable in sharing because they do not find the exact words to portray that. So in order to engage them, sometimes we can, like what I do is I integrate things in the sense that there are some crossword puzzles which I can find online, and this way, and that too we can start at the beginners level. So this way, sometimes we are able to integrate technology and also engage the students in the class when they feel that they were able to get a hold of such crossword. So this is just a little example that I can tell you. This way they can improve their grammar topics as well. Grammatical errors can be minimized, and also a proper engagement of the students can be there. Also role plays. So when they used to perform role plays, or in the classrooms, it was technically more effective, but they feel a little I mean they feel that maybe due to some internet connectivity or many things, they feel that it would be a little tough to come across and portray what they really want to. So using some beautiful backgrounds or something, and then this is a way where they can feel engaged in a classroom. So integration of technology helps us in engaging the students in a better manner. They are performing the same things, but in a more, I would say, in a more varied manner, in the sense that they have variety of things to choose now, rather than just having, and even they can find out various videos. Like yesterday only I was showing, like I was reading a chapter to them, that is Midnight Visitor in class 10. So these students had an animated video. Usually students feel uncomfortable in reading the chapter out aloud because they feel maybe grammatical errors or pronunciation would take place. So this way they were able to see an animated video where entire chapter was there, and they could enjoy it and feel good about it. Thank you, ma'am.
Very well said, Nupur ma'am. Yes, even yesterday, while making this video for the Drug Abuse Day and the awareness, the children just made me aware of the Duolingo, that they can learn various language. So that is very useful. All the English teachers and we teachers can explore that. Thank you so much, Nupur ma'am.
यस, मीता मैम।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much, ma'am. Being a social science teacher, getting students engaged in a class is a Herculean task because, you know, when we talk about this, they say that it is quite a great subject or something like that. But you need to make them learn in a manner that they have to say that, ma'am, now we keep SST in our top priority list. This is a challenge in front of us. So, being a SST teacher here, I personally feel apart from technology, because on the basis of technology, I have already given the answer to Sujit sir that how we are inculcating technology. But what about their, I mean, giving contribution in the class is taking from them the real life experiences. Real life experiences, if you ask them and connect them with the ongoing topic, trust me, they are magical in presenting. For example, a very recent episode across India when we were having a huge shortage of medicine and oxygen level. And if I asked the students while teaching them the chapter democracy, so they were so proud to feel and to say that we are living in a democratic country and how the government is leaving no stone unturned to provide the facilities to each and every common man. Rather, they have given me the incidents and the help provided to them during the COVID scenario in their own family, with their own family members. They even took the example of Gurudwaras putting langars, not even for khana, for oxygen cylinder. So this was really very, very good for me to know. So we need to make them speak. One example I want to give it that Neerav Agarwal is a child in my class. He is a CWSN child, but he is so much vocal in the class. It makes me feel so proud that he's always ready to answer. He's always ready, whether his answers are up to the mark or not. But he is so energetic, and I feel really good about it. So we need to push the students to speak in the class. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Very well
Thank you
said,
so much,
ma'am.
Smita ma'am, for your positive feedback. Let's move forward.
Now, if we want to know that why we have to integrate technology in the teaching and learning process, there are numerous reasons, numerous well justified reasons. To start with, if we use the technology in the teaching and learning process, so that will help the children to develop their problem solving skill. They will try to find a solution of a particular problem by usage of technology, and through that higher order skill will be developed among the students. Not just it, by the usage of technology, the student learn to work in a team together. Plus, they can also choose to work individually by trying to present any topic in the class in a well manner. The usage of the technology also help in enhancing the learning process, and student gain knowledge which they can express
योगिता
as
मैम
well.
अपना माइक बंद कर लो.
Student can learn at its own place. Student can listen to various lessons through online modes, and which suits their needs as well.
Can you hear?
Teacher also can use the technology and now, if we want to know that why we have to integrate technology in the teaching and learning process, there are numerous reasons, numerous well justified reasons. To start with, if we use the technology in the teaching and learning process, so that will help the children to develop their problem solving skill. They will try to find a solution of a particular problem by usage of technology, and through that higher order skill will be developed among the students. Not just it, by the usage of technology, the student learn to work in a team together. Plus, they can also choose to work individually by trying
सुजीत
to
सर
present
शेयरिंग नहीं हो रहा है आपका.
class in a well manner. The usage of
स्क्रीन शेयरिंग नहीं हो रही है सर आपकी. श्वेता मैम आपने पिन किया हुआ है शायद.
No, ma'am, pin नहीं कर रहा है. Sujit sir, you can share the screen again once again.
the technology also help in enhancing the learning process, and students will gain knowledge which they can express as well. Student can learn at its own place. Student can listen to various lessons through online modes and which suits their needs as well. Teacher also can use the technology, and through that it can help the student to master a particular skill, a particular topic. Students' progress can also be checked by various tools which we are having, and we can see whether the remedial measures are required or not. Certain tools like the Google Forms are there, Kahoot, and various other means are there, which the teacher can use during online classes, and which we will be showing here also. Through that, we can check the progress of the student. So that is why integration of technology is really very important in the modern time period.
Now here you can see the two types of classroom. We can take it as one 20th century classroom, 21st century classroom. I want the teacher to tell me about this. What is about this picture which you can tell us, your observation. So I request teacher to please raise the hand so that you can answer this simple question. What is the screen which you are observing right now?
Teachers, please participate. Ashwini ma'am. अश्विनी मैम, आप सुन रहे हैं हमें?
Yes, I can hear, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. I see. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I can see that in a virtual class, everyone is having their own system and is joining. And here, in the second picture, right side picture, I can see that the students are using the table and chair. But there is a one difference I am finding in the physical class, that is in table and chair class, students can interact with each other, but in virtual class they can use lots of various modes. First little bit thing I am missing, that the students interaction is missing little bit here. But yes, definitely they are having the use of lot of modes which are helping them for their personal improvement. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Ashwini.
Yes. So what we can see over here, that on the right side we are having a usual classroom, a regular classroom. We can say like around about 20th century classroom. Benches are there and a chalkboard is there. The black color, okay, it is off, and the teacher used to write it onto the board, and student will note down while they are on their seats. Onto the left side, what is a good thing which happened, that the blackboard which you are seeing on the right side, the bigger one, that has been substituted by the interactive board onto the left side, which means virtual classroom. We can show something like some movies, some type of topics through various apps to the students in a classroom. Laptops are there, we can say the tabs are there, the mobile phones are there, and the blackboard and the blackboard which you are seeing has got shorter. Okay, the size of the board is a bit, we can say, reduced. So that is what is a change. Now the usage of technology makes the class much more attractive, because now we can show movies, some type of topics to the student in the classroom. That is the difference between 20th and the 21st century, say, classroom. Here you will be seeing that are the is the classroom only are of 20th and the 21st century? No, it is the teacher also. Some teachers still uses the outdated technology. So that is what in this video you will be seeing, that the 20th and the 21st century is a teacher. What can be the difference? So just take a look to the video and try to see who you are.
So I believe every one of you, even if I ask this question, I believe every one of you will raise hand that which type of teacher you are. Is there anyone in this meeting who can say I am a 20th century teacher, not the 21st century? It is not possible. Yes, Smita ma'am.
Sujit sir, please permit me to take a balanced one. I want to be
Yeah, sure,
taking
ma'am.
the plus point from both the sides because I was a student of the days when only the chalk and the board was there, and we used to enjoy our each and every classroom like anything. But yes, I have a little bit, I mean, the feeling of vacuum that why in nursery class I was not being given the chance to watch the Tom and Jerry live in the classroom. Whereas I used to listen to my teacher telling me the story of Tom and Jerry with the various voice modulation as if I am sitting between Tom and Jerry. So I really want to have a perfect balance of 20th and the 21st century teacher. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Very
Rakhi
well
ma'am.
said, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. I really want to be a 21st century teacher. The reason is that it's always said that learning never stops. I feel like that I'm a student again because the students, they know technology better than me. And in the class and in the wherever I get stuck for anything, they help me out and they become my teachers. I feel that this is where my growth is happening, and I love to hear from them. I love them to teach me what exactly they know better than me. But this was not there when we talk about 20th century, because they're the teachers used to be the sole one who had all the knowledge, and the contribution of the students used to be very less. But I feel I'm enjoying to be a 21st century teacher, and let's hope that we grow more with our kids, and I really hope so. Thank you.
Exactly. सुजीत सर कंटिन्यू करो.
Yeah. So absolutely right, ma'am. We all wanted to be the 21st century teacher because in the present time, which is a pandemic period, without that, it is very, very difficult to have the classes and to do interaction with the student. Absolutely right, Seth. So we'll continue with the slide. In this graphic, the technology has been shown as the tip of an iceberg. With the help of people and the process, how we can use it, that can do miracle. So integration of technology along with people and the correct method is very, very important to make technology really fruitful in the present teaching and learning process.
When we speak about technology, we must keep always this in our mind that it is a tool only. It is a tool which can be used to enhance the learning, to extend the learning. It is a way through which we can conceive what we couldn't have conceived in the past. That is the best thing we should keep always in our mind. That we can achieve something which may be impossible in the past, but with technology of the present, it is possible. Similarly, through the use of technology, what we can also do that we can realize the potential, the true human potential, and we can go beyond all the possibilities. We can search beyond whatever was thought possible in the past. So that is what we should always keep in mind, that if we integrate technology in teaching and learning process, that would be truly fruitful for the students and teaching and learning process as well.
This slide shows one of the model which justifies that integration of technology in teaching and learning process is really important. This model which you are seeing onto the screen is SEMAR model. Now, what is this SEMAR model? Every word stands for something. S stands for substitution, A stands for augmentation, M stands for modification, and R stands for redefinition. Now, what is this model exactly? That is what now we will concentrate one by one with each term. Now, SEM-R is a tool. It is a way through which we can plan the usage of technology and integrate it in our instruction. If we integrate technology into our instruction, the learning objectives can be achieved in a wonderful manner. It is a way through which educators can use technology as a teaching tool and enhance the process of learning among the students. It is not a way to replace the Bloom's taxonomy. It is not a teaching framework which we need to follow. It is a method, it is a tool.
Now, if we go in detail, the SEM-R model, the first alphabet, that is S, this S stands for substitution. Substitution means replace a current technology with a new one, which means we may be using something, we may be using a technology which may not be of present time period, so we have to change it and we have to use something which is new. A very classic example of this, like the English class is going on and the teacher has said that students, you need to write a essay. Student, you need to write a letter or something, any such work can be given to the student. Now the student use their pen, copy, and they note it down, the essay or letter, whatever is given by the teacher. That is what is the current technology. So we need to replace it with something which is very new. What the student can do, the student can use word processor. They can dictate whatever they wanted to be written and that will be typed automatically. So word processor is something very new. Similarly, suppose a social science class is going on and the teacher says a map is to be made. Now, a classic example of current technology, which is we can say outdated to some extent, that student take out a map, take out a pencil, eraser, and teacher says locate this place on the map and the student is marking on the map, this is that place. Replace it. Software are there now. Map can be uploaded on that software and students can mark the location in a digital manner. Something new. One more example I'm giving you. Suppose the chalkboard is there in the class. I'm writing on the
सर बहुत
chalkboard
लंबा हो
this
रहा
and
है
that, whatever
सुखजीत
things
सर
I'm doing in
थोड़ा
the
लंबा हो
class.
रहा है छोटा कर
But
लीजिए
replace that. Stylus, we can use smartboard is there and there I am writing it now. Replacing new technology.
So I just want the teacher to tell me that what they are substituting in the regular classroom. So they can raise their hand to tell me if any other thing which they are doing which comes under the category of substitution. Anybody else?
अंजना मैम अंजना मैम
Hello, are you able to hear me?
यस मैम
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Principal Ma'am. It is basically when we talk about 21st century education, everything, we as a teachers are believing in everything, but still we are confused that how the students will be taking all these changes which are taking place. For them, according to me, for them, it is easier for them to acknowledge, reason being they are more having technological knowledge as compared to us. So that's why. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely correct. And if we talk about science only, we can say like the teacher used to do the experiments in the lab. Okay, the test tubes are there, chemicals are there, but right now you see yourself in science what is happening. Virtual labs are there. So substitution is taking place now. Okay, so that is can be the other example of this one. We'll move forward.
The second alphabet in the SEM-R model is A. And here you can see A stands for augmentation. Now, what is augmentation? It simply means that functionally improves the task by using technology, which means under augmentation, we improve the task by using the technology. How can we do so? Very simple thing. If we take the previous example, like you have given a letter to the student to be written, and the students are writing it, suppose, on the Google Doc. So after writing it on the Google Doc, they can also do some research on internet. That research part comes a bit at a higher level. So A stands for a bit higher level, and here student do research work. And after doing that research work, the student can share it with you, that all changes which the child might have done in the letter in a regular classroom. You give.
Okay, so what we can say that the augmentation part, that research work, and right now we can say students are doing a lot of research. You may be knowing that we are say giving the students so much of work, like to make virtual tour. So student do the research on something, like we give a name of a particular place, or like a parliament of a particular country, and to do something on that. So student first of all need to research about the parliament of that particular country, about the crop of that so we can say country, what are the, we can say, climatic conditions which are required, the temperature, the soil type, all this basically comes under this category. So the research work which they are doing, which later on they can present it also, that is what is very, very important. So here onwards, we are starting with the various types of tools which we are having, which we can use, and those tools will make the class really very, you can say, interesting. So first tool which I'm showing here to you is the Flippity. Now, what is it? It is basically in this various games are there, various ways are there through which we can assess the student. We can put questions to the student in a very attractive manner. These are some example of it, which I will be showing it to you right now shortly. This is known as random name picker. We can put the name of the student in this wheel, and we can rotate it in a virtual manner, and whosoever names will come, the child will the child need to give the response. So this is one way. Similarly, this is also a game in which what you can see that the questions can be put. If the student is able to give a correct answer, the lock will open and it will turn green. And if the student is not able to answer that particular question, it will remain locked and in red in color. So these type of things I will be showing it to you right now. Just give me a second.
टीचर्स प्लीज नोट डाउन, बिकॉज ये आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. लास्ट में भी आपको फीडबैक फॉर्म भी भरना है, और अभी आपके लिए बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर हैं यहाँ पर, तो आप नोट करते रहिए और आपके आगे भी काम आएगा ये जब आप क्लासेस लेंगे तो.
This is what is the Flippity. I'm showing it to you from the very beginning. The first thing you have to type in the Google. Flippity you need to type, and you need to press the enter button. The website will open. You need to click onto the website this way, and here you are seeing all these ways through which we can assess this one. These are all way we can organize a quiz, or we can give a question to the student can answer it. So first of all, let's just see this one. This is a demo. First of all, I'm showing you, and then I'll show you how to make it. Okay, so the demo, it will look like this. This is what it will look like. This is a question, and now we can ask the student about this question, whatever we type actually. Okay, this is what is been made already on the website, but we can change to it in any number of questions, and then we can ask this, and the next button is the answer. Similarly, the question followed it the answer. So this way it can be done. Now, how to make this? So to make this, what you need to do, you need to see there are 3 tabs: demo, which I just shown you. Second is instruction, how you can make it. Procedure is explained, and third is template. Instruction, if you click, the method has been said over here. If you are not able to keep in mind whatever right now I'm telling you, so you can read the instruction and you can do it yourself afterwards. All the method has been given. So this is from here to here is the main part. If you follow this, you will be able to do this on your own afterwards also. So this is the instruction. Now we will move to the template, how you can make your own. So you have to click to this one, that is template. The moment you click this page will open. Okay, when this page will open, you have to click on this, make a copy. And the moment you click it, then this page will open. And now you can change it. This is what I have done already here. You can see I have put pictures also. I can put YouTube link also. Okay, anything I want to do, I can do it. So here I have put the first question. How many triangles are there in this picture? This is a question and a picture I have added in this. Okay, hint, if you want to give, you give, otherwise you leave this option blank. And here you write your answer. 3, then the T is starting with small alphabet because the student will may say it in any manner, or they can write it in the way they want. So they may not use the capital letter, but here I have also used a capital letter. So whatever they write, either they write this way or this way or this way, the answer will be correct. Here all questions are there, and let's just see, after you type all this, or the pictures or the YouTube link, whatever you want to add, that you have done, what you need to do then? You need to go to file, and you need to click to this button, that is publish to web. You have to click to this button, and here you can see this button, which is now in the white color, which you are seeing. This button will be in the green color. The moment you press this button, you will be ready, or your scavenger hunt game or the quiz which you have formed is ready to be shown in the class. So you have to click to this button, that is published. Then you close this one and get a link here. Okay, you need to click on this, get a link here, and this is the link. Copy the link, and then you paste it in the we can say the team chat. Okay, or you can send it on to the WhatsApp afterward, which the student can solve. So here I am pasting it. Now this is what it looks like. Now the student will solve it like the first block. I am clicking it onto. The question states that the animal is regarded as the king of the jungle. So what is the name of that animal? It can be used for any class. This is a very simple question. So like first, second, or in the junior classes, or in the, we can say, higher classes, we can change the type of question. Okay, and hint is also there, which I think the picture which I have put, you can the student can they can click on this, and here you can see the picture. So the student will get a hint to this. So it is your choice, you want to give the hint or not. And if you don't want to give the hint, don't put it. And the answer is line. So the lock is open. Next question, click on to this. How many triangles are there? Can someone tell me how many triangles are there? Teachers, anyone?
Amul sir.
Three. Yeah, 3 triangles are there, ma'am.
3. So we can write 3 here, and we see it is the correct answer. So this way we can give the student the question, and here you can see the response. You can tell the student to click a pic of this one, whatever questions are correct. Suppose this is the question and I don't know the answer. Suppose I write here 2, 5, 8, and answer is not correct. So ultimately this, when the child will go to the next one, this answer is not been attempted. And in the sheet, when you attempt all the 6 questions, the correct answer of this will also be shown. So the child can click you the pic and can send you also. So you can assess the student in this manner also. So this is what it can be done. One more just I will show you because of the shortage of time. This is what is one more thing I have said. Again, I'm just directly going to the template, make a copy. And here are the names of the, you can copy the name of the student from your Excel sheet. You can paste it here. Like suppose I'm pasting here. I'm writing here Mr. Amul. Miss Smita. Miss Anju. Miss Sarika. Miss Manjula. Miss Nupur. Mr. Sachin. Suppose this way, the name can be copied from Excel sheet and can be pasted here. Again, same thing. Go to File, click on Publish. Now, you have to click this to the button that is Publish, and OK. It is done. Link has been generated. You get a link from here, copy it, and paste. And here the name comes. Rotate it, whomsoever you want to ask. And Mr. Sachin is the one who will answer the next question. So, Mr. Sachin, if you are there, I hope.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Yes. So,
yes, sir, I'm there.
Sir, just tell me, is this way to assess the student, the way we can put the question in a random manner we can ask? Do you feel it is easy, a better way in a random manner we can ask quizzes and questions, we can pick the student? What do you think, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is very correct. And it is very easier way to access the students as well.
Yeah, so that is what is the best way. We can keep on turning it and new students will keep on coming and we can ask them as much as possible. Miss Sarika or whoever we want to ask. So this is two things. One more thing I just want to show you. This is an app. I have made some part of it. Just take a look. This is known as the Prezi app. So I'm just sharing it with you. The topic can be introduced in this manner. And the topic of the class, agriculture, and the presentation is made by and then something linked to this can be shown and student can be told that this is conveying something which they need to tell themselves, that what is their observation on all these images which they are seeing over here. We can put images in this app, that is Prezi. This is the overview of the chapter which you are seeing, which we can give to the student that what we will study in this chapter, what concept they will understand in this chapter. And after this, agriculture, topic, some facts, images, as I have put earlier also. All these things we can put one by one, and food crops, then the raw material which can be used in the, we can say, industry, which we obtain from agriculture. All this can be shown, and a virtual tour can be also shown to the student. So here I have put a virtual tour. This is the YouTube link. You can move, if say, forward to this one if you think there is a shortage of time. So it can be a regular, we can say, as a video of the class, of the topic, or whatsoever it is. You can pause it, you can continue with it, anything you can do. You can pause in between, you can explain what has been shown. So anything you can do. So this is one of the very, very good app, that is the Prezi app. And you can put questions also. It's not like this, only videos are there in this. Like after showing certain part, you can put a slide in which question is there. And you can ask the student that which the answers are there in the slide, which I've shown previously. So you can check also whether students are watching the presentation carefully. You can pick the name the way I have told you a while ago, okay, through the Flippity app. And the answer also you can type here, so that after you ask student, you can show them the answer. So this way you can do all these things. So that is how the Prezi app can be done. It is a presentation, but not a usual presentation. It is quite interactive, we can say. So I hope you have got a very good idea about this. I'll now pass on the remaining slide to Ms. Shweta.
Thank you so much, Sujit sir. Really, friends, technology has provided teachers and students the variety of educational resources that has inspired all of us creativity, critical thinking, communication. And pandemic has just made us to be us just lead a life of setback, but we are all the teachers with a growth mindset. So we are not having a fixed mindset. Today I'm going to, as time is short, I'm just going directly to this tool Padlet, which is very, very, very useful. And I've especially chosen this tool today because it's a virtual wall. Many of us believe that it's a virtual wall. It's a virtual bulletin board where we can express our ideas. It can be students, it can be our co-teachers. So those ideas can be expressed through photos, through other things. We need to sign into the Padlet. I've chosen this because it is very simple tool. We can sign with one of the IDs. I will show the live demo also. So we have to assure that we choose up this firstly on the Google Chrome, then we sign up for this with any of the IDs. Then we can just do after logging in, we can make a Padlet, we can join a Padlet, we can add pictures to it. So it's very, very useful. Now I will be just showing you a demo of it. And why this is chosen, because there are so many ways which we can make use of Padlet. We can just have a brainstorming session, any statement, any project, any ideas can be given. We can see teachers exams are coming, periodics are starting, so we can have a live question bank. I've already been using it for month in revision, that I just give them a live question 1, 2, 3 with names, they write the answers. Even for the current events, just as icebreaker, I use it. In between, just I keep on asking 1 or 2 questions, so they just reply to it. So I will be just showing you that there are so many ways in which I can collaborate. So it's I'm just sharing my screen.
Sure, ma'am.
So there's not only one, there are so many apps which we can see and we can collaborate with it. Like Poplet is there, MindMeister is there. Then we can just make mind maps. Even in Poplet, we can design mind maps. Even this answer garden, this is very, very, very useful, friends. So I'm just again going back and just will show you a live demo of it. Suppose this is my dashboard of Padlet. See friends, this is my dashboard. So I can make a Padlet, I can join a Padlet, I can just log in with any of the IDs. Today is a very special day. Can somebody tell me which day is this? Especially very important for the health and wellness team. Is Pooja ma'am there in the meeting? Pooja ma'am, can you tell me which day is that? So when you are, see, we can start like this. We can ask our students.
Regarding the drug,
Right?
Good morning, everyone.
So
okay, I'll be writing your mind.
So I just welcome all of you. And when you enter this little room with me, friends, then I just consider that I'm just a part of you. So consider yourself as one of the special members. And this is one of the days which is today. That is the day against raising awareness for drug abuse and illicit trafficking. So I've just posted the link. See, this is how you can just post the link. There's an icon plus icon. And you can just add your post. Any of the ways you can add. Suppose you want to upload anything from here. So you can just go to your files, pick file. Then from your desktop or something, if I want to add any poster, like yesterday we did the activity with 11th class teachers. So they just posted their Padlet directly here. So once I just want to post any, see, we have students with variety of intelligence. Some are good, some are creative. So those of them who can draw, they can just draw and attach a screenshot. Those of them who can compose well, they can attach their poem. And with this, one more thing is there, friend. You can just, I posted in the chat box, this is share. So this is how we can share. We can just copy the link and we can then post it in the chat box. I've already posted, so you all can write. Drug just not kill the body but soul also. You can write with your names. All can try. Sujit sir, very well. I request all of you, please give your contributions with name. See, sometimes in the class, what I do, along with this Padlet, I just use MindMeister also. So MindMeister is one of the apps, friends, where you can use mind maps. And this is, believe me, it's one of the best. I'm not going into details, but suppose we can take a common topic, which is a multi-disciplinary topic like classification of minerals. It is in maths also, it is in science also. So suppose I've taken classification of mineral and I just click on this plus icon. So I will just get a link. So this metallic and non-metallic. Suppose I just want to write something about metallic. So I will click on this icon. I will again go to this icon. Then it comes non-metallic. I would like any science teacher to help me. Anybody who's there in the meeting? Manjula, please tell me anything, one thing about non-metallic minerals. We have others also. Anybody can help me.
The properties can be also told, any property, if any.
Yes, like properties I just want to have. So I will just type it here, properties, and even I can make students collaborators, share. So what in my class children do, 5 together make a map. Ma'am, anything just we are doing. So properties, if I want to go and I just want to further add something to it. So I will go to this tool and the very first one I can give it first. So the first property, if I want to write, even not in this, then I will go to this. I will just put a plus tool and here I can write the first one, choosing here. So first one, any one property we can take.
Shweta, good morning, Shweta. Good morning, everyone. You were asking me like non-metallic properties. We can list like non-ductile, non-conductor in nature.
So ma'am, say if you want to say non-ductile,
Yeah.
so we can ask a child who can just give with an icon. So that child, if is not very happy with non-ductile, can give a sad smiley. Or if the one child who is just very happy with it can give a good smiley. We can even attach so many pics to it as we are falling short of time. So I'm not going into details of it. Another thing which I attach with it is Poplet. All of you please explore because these are really, really very good apps. And in our class, we are regularly doing it. So Poplet is also the same way. We can create the maps in so variety of ways. We can create a new Poplet from here. The same thing, we can just give it any name, see factors of population growth if we want to discuss, or any planning we want to do with our colleagues, we can even do that. And we can add pictures to it. We can add so many things. Any shape we want to take, we can take a color, we can add a Poplet to it, make new popple, then a popple has come. And we can take any of our topics if we want to just have a flow of that ideas. And please, I would request friends that those are the 21st century skill learners. So please allow them to have free flow of ideas. So we can give it a color. This icon, if suppose they choose pink color, so they can just choose this and with this they can get a link. Another Poplet will be made and we can write. It depends what we want, whatever font we want to choose. So this is another thing which we explored. And what they do after making it, they attach to my Padlet. So this is how I interrelate. Now, one thing which is very good for maths teachers, science teachers, and myself, that is the school Bhuvan side. Even one day I was discussing with VP ma'am about this. So this is an ISRO side, especially for India, and we can explore so many tools in it. And it's just not for SST teachers. There are a variety of maps, and we have layering of it. I'm just going fast with it because so sometimes if it comes, we can just type it again, School Bhuvan. No issues there. These type of things just keep on happening because it is under process. Then it will automatically come. So this is the ISRO side. We can explore it if it's possible because this side is under construction. So there's so many things related to it, even agriculture, forestry, water. You people can explore it at your own time when you get see Bhuvan 3D one sample I will be showing you, which is very, very, very important. There is the 3D model. Suppose India is there. There are tools. Tools are there, like you can see it here. Content is there, snapshot is there. Then add layer. If I just want to show the river system, I will just add layer to it and I can just show it here. Reverse layers, if suppose I want to show to the students, you can see it can be depicted here. Even for maths teachers, it is a very, very good tool. For example, if you want to measure the area, and that measure area can be 3 points we can take. Suppose I am going to any city 1, 2, and these 3 points I have chosen, and I want to measure area of these 3 places. So we can give them the sums or like that, small calculations it can add as an icebreaker, and see we can just locate the places and then we can measure the areas. So this is very, very helpful tool for maths teachers, for science teachers, for SST of course, and for any teacher, whether it's of English, whether it's of science, no matter. So this is one thing which I am doing in between. If children, just to avoid the monotony and all that, we can do that. So friends, I believe who says that this pandemic has brought a setback, we can instill so many things to our learners. We can add to their knowledge. So if we just want, just coming back to you people to interact. So this is what I wanted to show you in a very short span of time. And before handing over my virtual dice to Manju ma'am, I would really want to say this pandemic cannot make us have a setback, because we all are 21st century teachers with our principal ma'am, VP ma'am as our head. So I would like to say कफस में रुदादे चमन कहते हैं न डर हमदम गिरी थी कल जिस पर बिजली वो हमारा आशियाना क्यों हो. So with a very happy growth mindset, I hand over the virtual dice to Manju ma'am. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू श्वेता. मैं टीचर्स आप लोगों का ज़्यादा समय नहीं लूँगी. टीचर्स, हम लोग जब अपना लेसन प्लान बनाते हैं तो जो पाठ योजना हमारी बनती है उस लेसन प्लान के लिए हमें पहले जानना होता है आने जा रहे हैं उसके बारे में वो कितना जानते हैं. मेरी स्क्रीन शेयर हो रही है आपके साथ?
Yes ma'am, it is been shared.
जब हम अपना लेसन प्लान बनाते हैं तो लेसन प्लान बनाते हुए हमें इन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि हमें 3 स्टेप लेने चाहिए. सर एक बार वो चार्ट दिखा दीजिए, KWL चार्ट. ये CBSE के अकॉर्डिंग भी हमारे पास ये KWL चार्ट होना चाहिए. आप एक बार इस चार्ट को ध्यान से देखिए. KWL चार्ट, सर KWL चार्ट, जी KWL चार्ट है. इसके अंदर हम जो भी टॉपिक पढ़ा रहे हैं ये हमारे लेसन प्लान का एक पार्ट होता है. इसमें हम टॉपिक लिखते हैं, उसके बाद KWL, K मीन्स नो, कि व्हाट आई नो. मुझे बच्चों की जानकारी लेनी है कि बच्चे उस सब्जेक्ट के बारे में कितना जानते हैं, ताकि मैं उसी लेवल से उनको पढ़ा सकूं. तो पहले उनकी जानकारी लेनी चाहिए कि हम कितना बच्चों के बारे में जानते हैं और बच्चे कितना उस चैप्टर के बारे में जानते हैं. उसके बाद हम चैप्टर पढ़ाएंगे व्हाट आई वांट टू नो, कि मैंने जो चैप्टर पढ़ाया है अब बच्चे उसके बारे में कितना जानते हैं, कितना उन्होंने नया सीखा है. इसके बाद व्हाट आई लर्न, मैंने उस पार्ट से अब क्या सीख लिया है, क्या नई चीज़ें सीखी. मतलब जो मैं पहले जानती थी वो अलग थी, उसके बाद मैंने कुछ नया सीखा और नए में भी क्या चीज़ नई सीखी है. तो ये हमारा एक चार्ट बनना चाहिए. इस चार्ट को बनाने के लिए सर शेयरिंग 1 मिनट बंद कर दीजिए आप इसको.
Yes ma'am.
तो सर आप लोग उसको चार्ट को बनाने के लिए जैसे हम करते हैं कि पहले 5 बच्चों से पूछ लो, उसके बाद फिर 5 बच्चों से पूछ लो, उसमें बहुत सारा टाइम निकल जाता है वर्चुअली. तो हम लोग अपनी चीज़ को चेक करने के लिए मेंटीमीटर का यूज़ करते हैं. आप देख सकते हैं स्क्रीन शेयर हो रही है आप लोगों के साथ?
Yes ma'am, we can see.
हाँ, आप लोग ये स्क्रीन देख रहे हैं, ये मेंटीमीटर है. इस मेंटीमीटर को हम इजीली यूज़ कर सकते हैं, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती है. आप साथ के साथ भी इसके अंदर स्लाइड्स बना सकते हैं. वैसे तो ये पेड है पर अनपेड में इसमें 3 स्लाइड आप एट ए टाइम बना सकते हैं. तो मैं क्या करती हूँ 3 स्लाइड बनाती हूँ. आप देख रहे हैं मैं काफ़ी टाइम से इसको यूज़ कर रही हूँ और मैंने एक ये डेमो स्लाइड आप लोगों के लिए बनाई है. ठीक है, तो हम इसको देख लेते हैं. आप टीचर्स अपने जरा ब्राउज़र में आ जाइए. आपको एक यहाँ पे कोड दिखाई देगा, आप उस कोड के थ्रू ज्वाइन करेंगे. आप ब्राउज़र से मेंटीमीटर खोल लीजिए, ब्राउज़र से मेंटीमीटर खोल लीजिए. इसमें ये कोड दिख रहा है आपको 61581559. आप इस कोड के थ्रू एंटर करिए. आप इसमें एंटर करिए. यहाँ पे मैं काउंटडाउन इसका चला देती हूँ. आप आ जाइए अंदर जल्दी से. हाउ टेक्नोलॉजी इज इफेक्टिव इन टीचिंग. यहाँ पे मेरा काउंटडाउन शुरू हो जाएगा। बच्चों में एक एक्साइटमेंट पैदा करने के लिए हम यहाँ काउंटडाउन चला सकते हैं। यहाँ से मैं इसको काउंटडाउन को चलाऊंगी तो आप लोग यहाँ पे एक एक वर्ड आपने डालना है, आपने कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं लिखना है। आपने जितना भी इस अभी वेबिनार में सीखा है उससे रिलेटेड एक एक वर्ड जो भी आपको सूटेबल लगता है, आपको लगता है कि टीचिंग के अंदर टेक्नोलॉजी का क्या यूज़ इफेक्टिवली हम कर सकते हैं, एक एक वर्ड आप डाल दीजिए। मैं काउंटडाउन शुरू कर रही हूँ। जी, आपको स्क्रीन पे दिखाई दे रहा है। यस यस, वेरी गुड 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 गुड। आपको नीचे देखिए, नीचे आपको लोग दिखते रहेंगे। सिर्फ 2 लोग आए हैं जबकि यहाँ 24 लोग हैं। मैं चाहूंगी कि सब लोग यहाँ पर आए, सब लोगों का पार्टिसिपेशन होना चाहिए। अदरवाइज मैं इसको वेबिनार को दोबारा भी चला सकती हूँ। इसका मतलब कि आपको दोबारा करने की जरूरत है, आप लोग सीख नहीं पाए हैं। तो प्लीज जल्दी से आ जाइए, सिर्फ 2 लोग हैं।
Students, the teachers, you can type a Mentimeter on the Chrome and enter the code which is given onto the top 615815559 and you will get the question.
वोटिंग इज क्लोज्ड। सिर्फ 2 लोगों ने इसको खेला है, एनरिचिंग एंड इन्वॉल्वमेंट। बाकी लोग अगर खेलना चाहते हैं मैं इसको दोबारा शुरू कर देती हूँ।
Ma'am, wait for a while, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, my system is opening, ma'am.
टीचर सब लोग प्ले करिए, हमें भी अच्छा लगेगा। सबके एफर्ट्स हैं यहाँ पर। 24-25 लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं। यस, किसी का नाम नहीं आएगा लेकिन आपकी एंट्री हो जाएगी। उससे क्या है कि बच्चों को जैसे ये होता है कि मैंने कहीं गलत लिख दिया, मेरा नाम आ गया, सारी क्लास मुझ पर हंसेगी, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। बट आपकी एंट्रीज हो जाती है यहाँ पर। आइए आइए जल्दी जल्दी, काउंटडाउन चलेगा। यस,
मंजू मैम वो कोड क्या था, दोबारा बोलिए प्लीज। वो कोड क्या था?
स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है आपको 61581559 61581559। और यहाँ पे लिंक भी आ रहा है, मैं इसको चैट बॉक्स में डाल देती हूँ। जस्ट वेट।
Code has been sent in the chat box, so teachers can also copy from there and can paste it directly if we don't want to type.
Means no one is interested.
मैम ये साइन अप के लिए बोल रहा है।
साइन अप की जरूरत नहीं है सर। आप उसके अंदर मेंटीमीटर जैसे ही खोलेंगे, मेंटीमीटर खोलते ही आपको उसके अंदर गेम पिन के लिए बोलेगा आपको आने
on
के
top,
लिए।
sir.
आप उसके अंदर
on top.
मैंने चैट बॉक्स में
I think you have to Sujit sir, I think you have to
sir.
open Mentimeter quiz. You
No,
enter
ma'am,
Mentimeter
actually,
quiz. Yeah.
This is not a quiz.
Ma'am, okay, let me share. That way the teacher can do. I'm just sharing
You
it.
just share the
Suppose,
screen. I think they're not able to
yeah.
figure out. Yeah.
What they need to do is they need to type here Mentimeter in the Chrome. First link, this is this only. You need to click on this one, and here you need to put the code on top. Enter enter code to vote. So whatever code is there which I have sent in the chat, you can copy from there, you can paste it, and that will be it is done. And then you have to click to vote.
और आप लिंक भी यूज कर सकते हैं।
So here you need to add a word. I hope it is clear.
ठीक है टीचर्स, तो इस तरह से हम बच्चे अपने जो हम अपने लेसन प्लान बना रहे हैं उसको बहुत इंटरेक्टिव बना सकते हैं। और इस तरह से हम फीडबैक भी ले सकते हैं और इसी तरह से हम उनकी लर्निंग भी देख सकते हैं कि उन्होंने क्या लर्निंग की है, क्या उन्होंने हमारे चैप्टर से सीखा है।
मंजू मैम ये चीज मैंने सीखी कि मैम जब तक मैं टाइप कर रही थी ना तब तक मेरा टाइम आउट हो गया मैम, जब तक मैं कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स टाइप करती मैम टाइम आउट हो गया। तो ये मैंने सीख लिया कि मुझे टाइम मैनेजमेंट करना है बहुत जल्दी और ये स्टूडेंट्स को पता चलेगा। थैंक यू मैम।
एग्जैक्टली तो 4 लोग इसको खेल पाए हैं, एनरिचिंग, इन्वॉल्वमेंट, जनरस, क्यूरियोसिटी, इंटरेस्टिंग। सो आई होप कि आज का वेबिनार आपको अच्छा लगा होगा और आपने कुछ नया सीखा होगा। मैं अपनी स्लाइड शेयरिंग बंद कर रही हूँ। जी सर आप बोलिए।
There is a short video which I want to share before we conclude. Hopefully you like that video. So this is a video which shows that using the digital tools, it can transform the class entirely. So this is a short video for that. Just take a look to this one.
What is the secret to a flourishing garden? Giving each plant the care it needs. Since plants respond differently to different types of attention, some might thrive with standard care, while others need more support. In this regard, flowers are not so different from children. And just as gardeners nurture plants that have different requirements, teachers around the world teach classes with students who vary widely in interests, ability levels, and prior knowledge. Personalizing teaching is a way to ensure that all children are able to acquire certain basic competencies and knowledge which they will need to succeed later on in life and to explore their full potential. This flexible approach is called adaptive teaching, a concept we discussed in another video. Adaptive teaching, however, is often difficult to put into practice. Digital tools are a helpful resource to free up time for individual attention. Let's take a look at how they can be used in the classroom. Often, fractions are taught as an abstract concept, whereas for some students, the solution to a fraction problem may be quite obvious, others may find such concepts harder to understand. A digital learning environment could help those in need of additional support. For example, students can use tablets to explore the concept of fractions with the help of a virtual pizza. They might divide it into 8 pieces, then have one student give another student 3 digital pieces and see what fraction of the whole remains. The children could then repeat that exercise, dividing the pizza into 2 or 3 or 5 pieces. Animations can help them connect what they have learned through exercises with virtual pizza slices to fractions on a number line. In another class, students might be learning the concept of vaporization. They're told that when a liquid is heated, its particles start to move faster and faster until the liquid turns into a gas. An animation can help students visualize this process, which is invisible to the naked eye. In our globalized societies, some children are not fluent in the language of instruction in their schools. These children may struggle to learn essential concepts like evolution simply because they don't understand the language. Digital tools such as the auto-translate feature when reading or auto-completion when writing could help free up mental resources so that these students can focus on the concepts instead of the words. Assisted by digital tools, children and their teachers can adjust the complexity of a task or benefit from instant feedback, both of which have been shown to increase students' engagement and motivation. Teachers can also use data on their students' progress to monitor teaching and learning, and then adjust the level of difficulty according to the students' needs. While more advanced students may not need special help to acquire basic competencies, digital tools can be used to enable them to develop more sophisticated skills, such as designing experiments, and to introduce them to more complex concepts like the greenhouse effect. Digital technologies have the potential to transform the classroom. However, their use in education also entails risks that need to be taken seriously. Data privacy, use, and accessibility are all highly controversial issues. As the school closures during the COVID-19 pandemic have shown, access to digital technology in general is also important. Uneven access could actually increase rather than reduce inequality in the classroom. Just as schools supply textbooks for their students, providing
So I hope you are able to get a very good outcome from this short webinar which we have shown. And the usage of technology, as you have seen, is very, very important, especially during this pandemic when the physical classes are not taking place. So I hope you have got an idea that why this workshop in the present time is, you can say, very, very important.
Before we end, I request our respected principal ma'am to say a few words to motivate us so that further we can work on these lines.
See, first of all, accept my compliments to Mr. Sujit, Shweta, and Manju ma'am. All the speakers for today was excellent, and I think technology is part and parcel of our life. We cannot separate it. And as you have been introduced about 20th century teachers, facilitators, and 21st century facilitators, we all are 21st century facilitators. So remember, teachers, we need to update ourselves every day. Technology is changing every day. Like today, I was amazed to see so many tools which I have never heard before. Every day I keep hearing new things, but today whatever I've heard is all new. So, it is really amazing to see so many ideas we are getting, and you, three of you, have put in a lot of effort to make this webinar quite interesting. But only thing is time. I think you have exceeded. You have made it
We will
interactive.
work on this, ma'am.
A lot of things were interesting, and I'm sure I'm a little feeling bad that many teachers of other things are not joined. So this is not a good sign. We need to, join these webinars so that we can learn new things. Even the activity teachers also, because activity teachers also can, upgrade themselves so that their activities can be projected in a very good manner. So it was a wonderful webinar, and I wish we could give more time to it. And in case Anjali Kharbanda ma'am, if you agree, can we showcase this to other teachers? As I have been told, senior secondaries having their PTM, even the junior wing teachers are having their orientation program with EWS entrants who have just joined this
Yes, ma'am.
days back. So they were missing. So all of them have texted to me that we are unable to join because they are all busy. So it's a I think sad that they didn't take the advantage.
It is being recorded. The session is being recorded. We'll ask them to view it definitely.
We can share that. With
yes, ma'am. We'll share the recording. Yeah, Manjuma, please share the recording, and
Yes,
we'll
ma'am,
it'll
yes.
benefit everyone definitely. Yeah, it'll benefit
Yes,
everyone to
share. You tell everybody to go through the webinar, and they should note down the learning outcomes themselves, and then bring it to you, so that I see that.
Yes.
ऐप है आपका Kahoot से भी ज़्यादा अच्छा लगेगा.
These are for all subjects. So it's not just one or two which we have shown. There are n number of apps. It is up to you what you want to use in the classroom. So
very
these
true,
are
sir.
some
Even
apps.
feedback we wanted to take on Answer Garden, but because of shortage of time, we were not able to do.
So you can now submit the feedback, all the teachers.